Hi friends, this is Katie from Pharaoh Empress Tarot again here. I'm here with another reading for you guys. I'm so excited because this is the kind of reading that I'm super into. And this reading is about how are we going to let our soul shine, okay? So, what does it mean to let your soul shine? It means you do not suppress the goodness in you, that light inside of you. You do not suppress that. Sometimes we are afraid to be the good guy. We are afraid because the good guy always finishes last. We're afraid because maybe we've been taken advantage of. Maybe at some point somebody has screwed you over, has made you feel like you were taken advantage of, right? And so we suppress that. We suppress that goodness and that light that we have just naturally within us. So this reading is on how do we let that shine. Okay, so the first question, and friends, I've already pulled out my cards. Okay, so I already pulled out my cards on a live. I did that last night, and then this morning I did pull some clarifiers also on another live stream. Hopefully I'll start gaining a few more followers or subscribers here. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button, guys, if you're getting anything out of these messages, please. So the first question, you as you are now. The card that came out, the Star. And what does that mean? So this means that you are the guiding light, or you are in need of the guiding light. The reason why I say that is because the next card that came out is the Moon. So both of these cards have something to do with illuminating, right? And the Moon so happens to be bringing things out of the shadow. That's what the Moon is about. And then you have the Star. The Star is the guiding light. So either we're in need of the guiding light or you are the guiding light, guys. And what I say is, let's take responsibility. If you are the guiding light, you know that you're the guiding light. And if you're not, you know you're not. So this reading, guys, is going to tell us, hey, you need to take responsibility for who you are in this world, the actions you take, and the choices that you're making. So who you are now, you decide, right? You decide and you begin to act that way. So if you decide I'm the guiding light, then be the guiding light. Don't, and just so you know, being the guiding light doesn't mean that you're always going to be shining very bright, right? Sometimes our light does dim, but it's up to us to work very hard to continue to keep that light shining as bright as we can. So, what's keeping you from being your best? And with that, I got the Five of Wands and the High Priestess. So, you know who you are, but we're in this competition, right? Because the Five of Wands is about competition, disagreement, and when I say competition, guys, I mean this whole entire life, your whole entire life has been based on competition, right? getting to high school, graduating high school, going to college, getting a degree, getting the best career possible. All for what? Right? To have a nice house, to have a nice car, to live a good, comfortable life. And if you're not, you feel like you're losing the race. Like I need to do something, right? And so we live in this constant competition, right? People trying to keep up with the Joneses, you know? Like, guys, there's people out there that are not living within their means because they're in this competition in life. Society has told us, you have to be this way. You have to be beautiful. You have to have the perfect body. Your job has to, pay you so much. And your house has to be a certain way. You have to own a house by a certain age. That's what this means, guys. That's what this card means. That's what's been holding us back. And we're not following our intuition. We have an intuition, and we know that this isn't right. This isn't right. We shouldn't be living a life working a 9-to-5 job just to pay or just to have a means to be able to pay for a rent or for bills. You know, we're not meant to live in this constant competition. Okay? How to overcome it and move past it. The Six of Swords, you move on. You move on from that competition. These waters here are not calm. You see that? But here, going forward, all calm waters. So you move on from this competition. You follow your intuition, like the High Priestess. You know who you are already. So just exist in that knowing. Your choices must come from knowing who you are. Your actions must come in knowing who you are. You are no longer competing and molding yourself into somebody else that you're not, all because you're in this constant competition in this life, right? And that's how you let your soul shine, guys. You follow your intuition and you become the star, okay? If you're not already the star. And if you are the star, you should be trying to get everybody around you to become a star also, guys. That's how we change the world. That's what I'm all about, guys. Positivity, making this world a better place. And that came out with the Ace of Swords. You have an idea of how to move on. You have an idea of how to do this. Are you going to take action on it? Because how do you work towards your goals is the King of Wands. And the King of Wands takes passionate action, movement forward. And he has this self-control, this just like he has mastered himself. He knows himself so well. He knows what actions to take, how to take them, because he's confident in who he is, right? And so that is how you work towards your goals. And so to clarify, we get the Five of Wands again. Again, we get the Five of Wands. But see, in the Five of Wands in this deck, it's a little different. This guy, he's either stepping back from the competition, right? And I like to think that that's what's going on in this reading. Or he could be walking into the competition. But in this reading, because the King of Wands takes action, I see this guy taking a step back. Okay? So, how do you care for yourself now? Temperance, balance, balance. And then followed by the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is about victory. Okay? We have victory because you balance yourself, right? You balance yourself. There's an awakening because that third eye there is open and you see this crown of enlightenment, and there's balance, temperance. And so that brings victory into our lives. And how do we care for others? How do we care for others? Death of ego. The death card. Death of ego, guys. How do you care for others? You stop with the fucking ego. Okay? That's how we do it, guys. And then the Seven of Shields. Now we start manifesting after all that hard work, because death to the ego is a lot of hard work. I recommend, if you are brave enough and you are strong enough, shadow work, okay? And watch how all of your intentions, how all the good intentions that you cast out into the world begin to manifest in your life here with the Seven of Shields. Okay? And like I said, death to ego, guys. How do we start caring for others? Death of ego. And then the last question is, how do we care for the world? How do we care for the world? And that's probably my most favorite question in this whole reading. And it was my most favorite answer also. Now, this card, guys, is not part of the, I guess, traditional tarot deck, but it looks like it's a card with some of Pamela's art or artwork. But I left it in my deck and I use it. And this is the first time that it's came out in a reading. And how do we care for the world? I see an ancestor here. I see these kids tending to the ancestor, learning from the ancestor, and also forgiving the ancestor. Because one thing that I talk about a lot on my lives, guys, is that somewhere along our evolutionary times, way back, one of our ancestors made a decision from the shadow. And, you know, that kind of catalyzed or catapulted this life with I guess social status hierarchies, you know, where some people are held above other people. Not everybody is created equal. And that is why I say forgiving our ancestors, connecting with our ancestors, connecting with our roots, right? And not only that, guys, but also forgiving and taking responsibility for their mistakes. Because now it's our job to break the cycle. It's our job to clean up the mess. But in order to do that, it's going to take that death of ego. It's going to take that balance. It's going to take making changes. Stop competing in this material world. You have nothing to prove, okay? You were brought into this world for balance and harmony, unconditional love. Look around you. This world is filled with creatures that bring balance and harmony. Every single creature. You will not find a creature that does not have a purpose in this world that does not bring balance and harmony to their ecosystem. They are crucial, key to their ecosystem. And to clarify this message here, I got the 4 of cups, or the 4 of cauldrons. And see how this guy here, he's sitting there so stubborn, and he won't take this ace of cups, this overflowing cup of divine unconditional love. Stubborn. He refuses to. I think more and more we continue to get away from our roots. We continue to get away from what really matters in this world, okay? So guys, you choose. Are you going to be the guiding light? Or do you need a guiding light? And that's okay if you need a guiding light, guys. There is nothing wrong with needing a guiding light. But it's very important for you to recognize and take responsibility and say, you know what? I am in need of a guiding light. Because no matter what, the shadows are going to be exposed, okay? Because that's what the moon is about. Nothing stays in the shadows when the moon comes out, okay? So, guys, this is how you let your soul shine. Death of ego. Be the guiding light. And please follow your intuition. Don't continue to feed into this competition that you were born into. That this is not what you were born for, okay? This is not the divine's plan for you to live in this constant competition, in this constant worry, anxiety. Where is my next paycheck going to come from? And even if you have a stable job, well, I can't call off today. I have to miss my child's graduation, or an important thing, you know, a doctor's appointment even. Guys, if a doctor's appointment is something that is important to you for your child, there's no reason why you should be missing out on it. But sometimes we do, right? Because of our job, because we're in this competition. We're so worried about what we're going to have and what we're not going to have. And you have to trust the divine has got your back, because what you're doing is you're following your intuition. What matters to you? That is what you need to start following, is that intuition, okay? So thank you guys so much for being here today. And that is going to be the end of the reading today. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button if you actually did enjoy this reading, and if you resonated with it, please let me know in the comments. I want to know. I want to know how you feel about it. I want to know if you are choosing to be the guiding light. And if you need a guiding light, I want to know, because I would like to help you. Okay? So thank you guys so much. And if you're looking for a personal read, you can reach out to me via Gmail. I will be updating my information in my bio and in my video as well. Have a good day. Bye.